Hey ladies, welcome to the next video about training. This is obviously also something I'm very passionate about, as you can tell. So I think these two things are the most important for you to understand and know what's going on and learn about so that you can reach your goals. Obviously, mindset comes with it and believing in yourself and not giving up, but it all comes down to training and nutrition and pairing the two perfectly so that they, because we pretty much want both of them to work together. So for my training programs, I want to educate you on a muscle-mind connection. And what this means is pretty much if you don't feel it, it won't grow. And this is probably new to you and you think like, oh, what the hell is this? But I want to challenge you to try this out. And it does take a bit of practice because when I first started and when I learned this muscle-mind connection, I wasn't really familiar with it and I had to practice it. And with everything, practice makes perfect. So I want to challenge you whenever you train that you're aware of the muscle that you're training and that you think, oh, cool. So for example, if I'm doing a squat, I'm going to squat. So I'm going all the way down and I want to feel my glutes. So I'll try to really squeeze them even when I'm going down, and I try to really hold the tension there, really hold it, right? So that when I go up, same thing, you hold this tension, this squeeze the entire movement, through the entire movement. And so for all of you that are obviously going to the gym, you have usually four, it depends on the gym, but 4 sessions a year with your membership where you can ask a trainer to show you stuff. So this is not a personal training session, you don't pay for that, this is free. But every gym, pretty much every gym offers that. So you just go to a trainer and ask them for help. So you go to the trainer and tell them, hey, could you please show me this movement correctly? You don't have to say anything else if you don't want to. So you just go, hey, could you help me show me this movement so that I'm doing it correctly with good form? It's as simple as that. So then you know, obviously, you have the good form and you're pretty much good to go. Obviously, like I said, practice makes perfect. So you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to have perfect form from the very get-go, but you'll get better and you have a good understanding of the cues, which means what you should look for and what you should pay attention to. So I hope this makes sense. Don't be scared to go up and ask a trainer for help. It's only for your own advantage. So then my 5 key lifts in my programs are the bench press, the squat, the deadlift, a pull movement, and the push movement overhead. So for all these movements that you're going to find in any of my programs, you go up and ask a trainer to show them to you so that you make sure you have good form. Obviously, you can always film yourself or get someone to film you, and you can send the videos to me and I'll check them and I can give you feedback on the form and on technique or anything else that you want to know. So always ask me if you're unsure. Then also another thing is we aim to get stronger. So the reason for that is because the more capacity your body has, the greater capacity means better ability for you to lose weight. So the stronger you get, obviously, the more muscle you have, and more muscle means you burn more energy, you burn more calories. And like all the women, whenever I say more muscle, they get scared. This does not mean that you get bulky, because it's just not the way it works. You're not going to look like a man, don't worry. And I think all of you know this by now, but the more muscle, the stronger you are, the more effective obviously your body is to burn energy. And that's what we want, because we want our body to become very effective at burning energy. Because at the end, this only means that you can eat more and burn more and train less. So you might want, like I'm at the moment, to be honest, I'm only training 2 to 3 days a week, which is nothing. Like I used to train 6 days a week, sometimes twice a week when I was competing in my bodybuilding competitions. So for me to go down to 2 or even 3, like I aim for 3, but sometimes I just do 2. I train heavy as fuck, but still what I'm saying is, once you're at this capacity, once your body is really used to training, you're very effective at burning calories, burning energy, and you don't have to train as much anymore. But this doesn't mean that you can drop to 3 sessions a week by the end of next month. This means, I'm talking like I've been weight training for 6 years. So please don't think, oh, cool, in 6 months I only have to train twice. That's not what I mean. Just to give you a good understanding of, what this actually means. So I just wanted to tell you about my techniques, what I pay attention to, what's important to me, the 5 key lifts, and I want you to obviously get a good form, because then we can build from there. And the stronger you get, obviously this is also key, because the stronger you get, like you can perform heavier, which also means progress, which means less injuries. Good form makes you stronger. If you have shit form, then obviously you're not very efficient at lifting weights until up to a certain amount. So keep this in mind. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.